Okay, so the next thing you want to look at is the back here. So we're going to check your answers. So basically, we're taking these points and we're trying to plot them if these are an even function. If it's an even function, that means it's symmetrical around the y-axis. So we're going to take this point and we're going to flip it across the y-axis. So the y value stays the same, the x value changes signs. Here, the y value stays the same, the x value changes signs. So we were at -4, -1. It's going to be +4, -1. And for your last point, C, it's going to stay the same. It's going to be at -3 on your y value, but now it's going to switch to here. So this is what an even function would look like if it was symmetrical across the y-axis. Now this one is supposed to be an odd function, which means it's rotational symmetry around the origin. It's really hard to think about that if you're just trying to visualize it. So I think the easiest thing is to take your points and switch the signs. So if A is at -1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then when you rotate this, it's going to be at 1, -5. So 1, -5. B was at -4, -1. So now it's going to be at 4, +1. And C was at 4, -3. So now it's going to be at -4, +3. So -4, +3. So those are the points you should have plotted for those. Down here, you can either look at your exponents or you can look at plugging in your 2 and -2 for these. So this one, you have 2x to the 4th minus 3, 2x to the 4th minus 3. We would substitute in a +2 and a -2. When you do that, you get 29 and 29. So these are the same, which means this is an even function. All right, number 2, we have x to the 3rd plus x. We take that and we substitute in 2, and then we substitute in -2. When you type those into your calculator, you should get 10 and you should get -10. These are opposites, which makes this odd. On number 3, we have -x to the 3rd. So we substitute in 2 and we substitute in -2. When we do that, we should get -8. And we should get 8, which means these are opposites, which means these are odd. You continue for all of these. And then when you look at your graphs, you're trying to see this one is symmetrical across the y-axis. So this one is even. This one is not symmetrical across the y-axis, and we can't rotate it and make it look exactly the same. So this one is neither. This one is not symmetrical across the y-axis, but it is rotationally symmetrical at 180 degrees. So this one is odd. Now I need you to go ahead and do the delta math that is posted for you. And if you finish that, you have time to work on the delta math from yesterday.